Hi Flosstube, it's Kim with Kim J Inspired. It is Saturday, November 14th, and we are here for another fun Flosstube. I have a lot of fun things to show you. If you're new here, this is a channel about cross stitch and sometimes some other crafts. We may talk a little bit about life. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. Also, I want to thank so many of you who have been with me since the beginning. These have been fun. I started at my dining room table, then I shot in here, now I shoot facing the window. It's all just been fun. Who knows, I may move my shoot location again, especially if we ever find a house, which, as you guys know, we've been looking for a long time. This is my 19th Flosstube, so I'm so excited that you guys have been with me, and thank you for staying with me, even though sometimes I am a bit scattered. And I say I'm a lot, so forgive me. Oh, yes, number 19. Again, thank you. I can't say thank you enough, so if I say it again, just please forgive me. It has been a crazy week, I think, for all of us, but hey, we had our stitching, and stitching makes everything better. I have a lot of whips. I don't have any finishes. I have something that made me cry this week, and I have a great new product from one of my loyal viewers that I want to show you that I think is absolutely cool. So I don't want to waste too much of your time. Let's get started. That wonderful noise in the background is the dryer. My son is coming today. We get to celebrate Steve's birthday and Veterans Day today. Thank you so much for all of you who wished him well after his colonoscopy last week and wished him happy birthday and happy Veterans Day on Instagram. We didn't have a giveaway last week, but we are having one this week, and it's a great one because if I don't give it away, I'm going to end up keeping it. So Steve's going to come on at the end of the show and say show video. I don't know what to call these things, but you know what I'm talking about. He is going to come on at the end and say hello, and next week he'll be drawing for our fabulous giveaway. By the way, don't say giveaway in the comments. I forget to tell you guys that, but don't say giveaway. Speaking of Steve, let's get right into the whips because the cross stitch is why you're here. If you are new here, a whip is a work in progress. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not a real whip, okay? Anyway, so my first whip is all about Steve. It is on Veterans Day. I started working on his project. Now you guys know I'm not a big fan of this because it's on 14 count Aida. I didn't change the fabric. The floss isn't all that great. But this is it. This is Air Force Aim High. It's a really cute thing. It's supposed to fit in a classic 5x7 frame when it's finished. And I got a lot done. I worked on it, as I said, on Veterans Day. And there's a little bit of a glare today. It's a beautiful day outside here, by the way, in Georgia. I got all of the plane outlined and started working on the word high. So I don't have a lot more to finish on this. I will say that my husband is the sweetest person in the world. I didn't finish it for his birthday. I didn't even finish it for Veterans Day. But he also knows me. I don't like to have the pressure to finish something. So he's like, well, when you finish it, you'll finish it. So I will be getting this done at some time. I don't know if I'll pick it up this week, but I will be picking it up. Like I need to designate a Steve Day probably. Maybe I should do that. There's several projects in my whip pile that are Steve requests or things I'm doing for Steve. So maybe I should have a Steve Day. I don't know. But that is the progress on that. And hopefully we'll get that one done pretty soon. I pulled out an oldie but goodie this week. I had hoped to have this project done by the end of October. I'm not even sure if it's going to be finished by the end of November. It is a Christmas project. You guys have seen this one a lot if you've been with me for a while. This is Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I love this project. So I pulled this out this week. I am doing it on the 32 count called for Belfast linen. It's a gray color. And I'm using all the called fors. I've substituted a little bit of called for DMC, but I'm mostly using a lot of the fancy flosses. So I finished this tree right over here. You see where my pinky and I finished that tree. I've been wanting to do the snow, but I'm off by a half stitch somewhere. I'm going to be fudging that eventually. So next time I pick this project up, I'm going to do the trees over here, and then I'm going to work on that snow. But this is where I am. I don't know why I keep looking over this. This is crazy. Hello. Y'all know I do a lot of goofy things. I am goofy. So that is Silent Night, and I know some of you are starting to work on this. I saw a couple more people have it finished, That is awesome. Here's my flamingo needle minder from my big toe, by the way. I need some more needle minders. I think I've decided that instead of looking in the couch for my needle minder, I think for my needle rather, I think I need to get a needle minder because sometimes I find them in a very painful way in the couch. I do have this, and I've had this. I think I've shown this to you before. I've had this since before my son was born, and he's about to turn 20. And look at all the needles in there. And I've always like, oh, you need to put it in the pin cushion, but I never knew. So that's not good. Oh, that bag is a bag from Joyful Stitching from Deborah. She is my favorite bag maker. And you're going to see a lot of her bags today. So, including this wonderful bag. And you know what is in this one. It is my Christmas Flamingo project from Handson Design. Deborah and I are doing a stitch along with this. And we both got started, but she hurt her arm. We're wishing her well and hoping that she gets better soon. So we are actually starting with, we decided to start, actually Deborah's husband picked this one, which was probably my favorite too. This is Flamingo, I don't know. There are two others in the series, Flamingo All the Way, and then there is Flamingo Bells. These are fun, and I learned because I started this week. These are a quick, and oh my gosh, they're so fun to stitch. I am using all the called for colors. Look how far I got. I got one whole flamingo body and a whole lot of other flamingo. This is a 32 count Belfast ice blue linen. The called for is a 32 count Icelandic blue linen. So I'm pretty close on it. I love it. If you would have told me 2 years ago I'd be stitching on 32 count and loving it, I would like go, who are you talking to? Because I used to just stitch on Ada. I still like Ada. I still have Ada in my, especially 18 count. Laura at Stitching by the Shore has really turned me on to 18 count linen. I love the way it lays. I love the way the stitches lay. Or I mean to 18 count Ada. Let me say that right. I don't know why I'm talking so fast today, but I am. Probably because, as I said, we're going to be celebrating Steve later today, actually in just about 2 or 3 hours, so want to get to that. But once again, look how beautiful, I don't think you can see the pattern, this bag is. I love it. All right, so I don't have any haul this week, so my haul and in a new start, that was a new start because I started that this week. Everything's all kind of mixed in this week, okay? I ordered 3 bags from Deborah. One of them is for you, and 2 of them are for me. And then I had a surprise, which I'm just dying to tell you. But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. I already started this project, but Deborah made this bag. Is this not gorgeous? If you're doing any kind of bird project, whether it's cardinals or chickadees or whatever, this is a must-have bag. Is this not pretty? And I also have, I mean, it's just a little bit more. You get these wonderful, this is great for my scissors. I always use it for my scissors, and sometimes if I have a lot of floss, I don't put it in there, but if I have, it depends on the project. But always, this is a great scissor holder, or if you want to just put, I have different things in it. This one is just happening to hold my scissors. I love this bag because it is holding, and I just have the black and white picture. This is one of my favorite designers, and I'm going to make sure that I downloaded it on the PDF. This is the Christmas Bird Trio. I love them all. I had a hard time deciding which one to start, but I was seeing a lot of chickadees outside my window the week I purchased this, so I started with the chickadees. Yesterday I was feeling kind of, I mean, it's been a hard week for everybody, I think. Hard few times. I think we've all just had, you know, just a little bit. So I wanted to pick this up basically because I just wanted to feel better. And how could you not feel good stitching on this beautiful blue fabric? All right, this is from Leela May Designs. This is Ashley's 28 count fabric that I purchased a couple of these. And this is just perfect for this project. It's a 28 count Monaco. And this is the chickadee. And look, I finished his little bird body last night. Isn't that great? I love it. I don't have that much to finish. These also are fun to stitch, and they seem to stitch up quick. I probably worked, I only had the bird's head and his little hat and a little bit up top done. And I did the whole bird body and everything, and I probably worked a couple of hours total because I'm not one who just, I have this habit of stitching and then checking Facebook or going downstairs and saying something to my husband or taking a phone call from my son or my best friend. So it's not like I continuously stitch. So, speaking of project bags, that was my haul this week. So I always get excited when Steve tells me that I have a package from Deborah at Joyful Stitching. I'm always excited. And I'm always kind of dancing around the room because I love them all. Well, this week I cried and danced around the room, given that it was a hard, crazy week. And it has been for a while. This just made my day. Okay, guys, you know I'm a Tennessee fan, even though I live in Georgia. Lived in Tennessee for a long time. So when I opened my package, this was on top. Deborah made me a Tennessee Vols project bag. I'm going to cry now talking about it. It was so thoughtful, and you have no idea the kind of day I was having. I got this on Monday. You don't know what this means to me. It's somebody was thinking about me and what I liked. And it's just gorgeous. It's got, for you Tennessee fans or anybody who knows anything about Tennessee, it's got the Smokies. It says Big Orange on it. It's got everything on here. And of course it says Vol for Life, which I am. So I am just, thank you, Deborah. I can't. And I've said thank you, and I've said thank you, and I've said thank you. I'll never be able. Sometimes it's more than just a project bag. It's just that it makes your day. I can't describe it. It's just, you know, it's more than just a project bag. It's just somebody thought of you and did something really, really nice. And it was, and it just made my day. Then I had to decide what's going to be special enough to go in this project bag. Well, my son goes to the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I'll let that count. Even though they have their own football team and they're called the Mocs and not the Vols, he's still going to the University of Tennessee. So I decided to, my son has requested some projects, just as my husband has. And I'm sorry, I'm doing a lot of zipping and unzipping today. So I decided that this bag would house his next project. My son is into photography. I look around to see if you guys can see this. I'm hoping you guys can see this. This is from an Etsy designer called Mind the Circle. This is a Polaroid camera, and it has some color in it, but it's mostly black and white. The call for fabric is 14 count Aida. I just gave in and I decided to do it on the 14 count Aida, and I did start it this week, so it's another start. And I didn't get very far, but I just wanted to get it started. I'm also looking to see if you have a glare. So that's where I got started. This will probably be a fast project. It's only like 3x4, I think. It's done in centimeters, and I don't know how to convert centimeters to inches. My husband probably could. By the way, Steve is sitting right there today. So it is in, again, this is going to house projects for my son, of which there will be many because he has a lot of requests. Before I get to the rest of my haul, I want to talk to you about something really cool. Sylvia sent this to me a few weeks ago, and we did the special with Leroy and Tammy. They're doing fine. Tammy's still trying to get that record deal. Leroy's still rocking out. And then I forgot it last week, so Sylvia, I apologize. Sylvia, and I'm going to link her Etsy down below, she has come up with these awesome project tracker cards, which, man, I can use. I don't know how, a lot of you guys are what we call monogamous stitchers. You stitch one project and then you move on to the next. I can never do that. Not my thing. I have 2 clothes baskets full of things that are kitted up, okay? And one clothes basket is the stuff I'm working on now, which is about probably 20 projects, maybe 23. And the other clothes basket has another 23 or 24 projects of things that are coming up in the future. Sometimes I just pick what I want to stitch. You guys know I'm not big on stitch along sometimes, but I am joining one I'll tell you about in a minute. But, you know, I just kind of like to do what I want. So she has these project tracker cards that she actually sent these to me back at the end of October. And I'm going to try to make sure you don't have a glare. Now, these are awesome, guys. These you can actually add the project name, the designer, the fabric, any notes. And then what I like is you can mark when you started it, when you finished it, and how many days you worked on it. I am going to I love it. She has calendars here, and she has a calendar through 2022 in case she's one of the long-term projects. She's also made some project cards that start in 2021. Okay, so I have some of those too. And then there's a calendar that goes through 2023. You can mark on the calendar what I'm thinking about doing, and I haven't started mine yet because I got a big mess up there. I got to get all my floss. I kind of messed up some floss. I've bought some new floss, and I need to do some organization. with my floss before I get back to organizing my projects, which they're not really terribly unorganized. But anyway, but what I'm planning on doing is on this calendar, I'm going to circle the days that I work on a project. How many, you know, because I never work, I'll be honest with you, I rarely work on the same project 2 days in a row. It's usually like I'll pick something up one day and I'll pick something else up the next day. I will be honest, the flamingos have been an exception this week because I love them. So these are awesome. She's going to be selling these in her Etsy shop. She says she might be making some changes to them. But if you're looking for a way to organize and keep up with your projects and keep track of them, they are great. And as I said, I will be filling mine out coming up soon, probably getting a few more because I said I have a lot of projects. Right now I've got these saved in this bag because I didn't want anything to happen to them, so I saved them in this bag. All right, guys, 15 minutes in, we're almost done. Yay. So I don't have any haul except for I did get a new project, another new project bag. I had the birds, which I showed you. Then Deborah made me the Pennsylvania. Why am I saying Pennsylvania? The Tennessee one. That was random. Pennsylvania. Okay. I wanted this one. I'm doing some samplers from Hands Across the Sea samplers, and I wanted something pretty and floral. She's had this in her shop forever. In fact, I'm lusting after all of her bags. She's killing me. She's killing me. She's just come out with some cute new ones too. I don't think there's a bag in her shop. I'm not really a pet person. Sorry, Deborah. But there are a lot, but pretty much everything else I want. So this is gorgeous. Look at that pink. You know that Deborah always sends some floss. And then this gray and pink is going to be perfect. And I'm going to be kitting up some of my Hands Across the Sea projects that are patterns that I purchased. And I don't know what's going to go in here, but that's why I got this bag. Plus, I just love the pink and the gray. Is this just not the perfect colors? So that was it for me this week, even though I felt like I got a lot of stitching in, and I'm excited. I did not pick up my Prairie Schooler Santa. Truth, I usually pick that up when my son is here because he takes my stitchy spot, and I would give it up to him. And I have to stitch on the other end of the couch where the lighting's not good, and it just doesn't work. But I could see the 14 count that I'm working on with the Prairie Schooler Santa, so I stitch on that when he's here. So, all right, giveaway this week, or share, whatever you want to call it. I decided to do this. This is supposed to happen at the end of the week. Also, don't forget, we'll be doing our gift certificate for Needle Art on Charts too. I had to do this today. Deborah, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably going to order this bag now. This is cuter than I thought it was ever going to be. This is, look at this cute cocoa bag with the hearts and the marshmallows in the cup. Oh my goodness. This bag is perfect for something winter or for your Valentine's Day projects. I have a Valentine's Day project I've purchased from Little Stitch Girl that I am going to be working on coming up in December, and so I think I'm going to have to get this one. But I'm giving this one to one of you guys, okay? And look at it, the pink. And so you also get the little accessory bags. Like I said, these are great because most of the time I keep my scissors in them. I sometimes keep some of the floss in there, or I keep notes in there. I mean, you can put anything in there. But they're great too. I like it because I keep my scissors separate, because I've had instances where my scissors have actually damaged floss a little bit. So I like it. So if you want to win this bag today, I want you to tell me what you love the most about cross stitching, because this has got hearts all over it, and hey, we're all here because we love cross stitching. At least most of us are. So tell me what you love about cross stitching for a chance to win this bag. And Steve will be here to do the drawing next week. I can't stop showing this. I just think this is, I thought it was cute when I saw it, but when it came Monday and I looked at it, I'm like, why am I giving that away? So I'm going to go ahead and give it away. I'll probably order it next month, or probably next month, because I just can't stop ordering her bags. I don't know how many I have, guys. I really don't. So tell me what you love about cross stitch. All right, so thank you guys so much. Steve is going to come. We're going to have a cameo. We're not doing a drawing, but Steve had a few words he wanted to say to you guys. So we're going to bring on the husband man. That's what I used to call him that early in our marriage.
Oops.
That's okay. You can hit me anytime.
Everybody.
Hey, say hello, Steve.
Hello.
All right. So tell me about your week.
Oh, by the way, 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters.
I knew he would know that. I knew it.
I used to work in a factory. Anyway, won't go into that. But anyway, they work with the metric system.
So he knows.
Anyway.
Yeah, he knows. So thank you so much for all of your well wishes for him for his colonoscopy. Everything come out fine.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That first day, the first couple of hours was a little bit rough, but I got through it okay, and everything's fine now, and I'm back on the road. So.
And also thank you for his birthday wishes and Veterans
Yes,
Day wishes.
absolutely. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much.
So today we're celebrating Steve. His oldest daughter's coming, and my son Lee will be here, and we're going to be doing a little celebration. We're going to have some pizza and some cake and go up to the Veterans Park.
A lot of stuff I'm not supposed to have, but anyway.
Me either. There's a Veterans Park that is near our house, and I think it was last year.
Yeah.
We bought a brick, and Steve's name is forever in that park, and his daughter hasn't seen it. I don't think Lee has seen it either.
I got several relatives up there.
So we're going to go up there and eat lunch up there, and a late lunch, and let everybody see that. So anyway, we thank you jointly as a couple. You guys have just been so supportive of us. Steve is supportive. I think every cross stitcher should have a husband like Steve. I've been telling him I was going to use his credit card to buy stuff. This week I haven't done it yet, but he's like, okay, well, just tell me how much it is. It's like, okay, but I just haven't done it yet because I've been busy. You know, life happens.
You don't need to be saying everybody needs a husband like me, because you know what's going to happen, right?
They're going to come after you. Think everybody's going to come after you?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
You're the one that gave the invitation.
No, I don't want to. Okay, he's mine. He's mine. Okay, you can't have him. I said they needed one like him.
Okay. Well, there ain't nobody like me, so.
Well, okay. He is a good guy. He's a good guy to have around. Thank you guys again for staying with us. We're going to get off here because we have to get ready to go and celebrate everything about this man, Veterans Day, and his birthday. We're celebrating late, but we couldn't let November go by without celebrating him. So yay. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great stitchy week. Oh, and I apologize. I may be late always getting to your comments, but I will try to answer every one. Thank you for your comments. We love them. Don't forget, tell me what you love about cross stitching so you can win that gorgeous bag. And he's got something to say.
Lean back this way because you're about to get that dot behind you. You're behind the red dot. So.
Oh, that's okay though.
Okay.
That doesn't show up on camera.
Okay.
Woo!
Just wanted to make sure you wasn't going to get a dot on your nose.
There's not going to be a dot on my nose. Okay. All right, guys. There's not going to be a dot on my nose. And thank you for watching. Have a great week, everyone.
All right.